Trump is getting straight up hammer-fisted in the federal courts right now, dude. So he tries to federalize the Oregon National Guard so he can send him into Portland. A federal judge blocks him from doing that. So what does he do? He tries to federalize the California National Guard to send them into Portland. So then Gavin Newsom makes it really clear that he's going to fight that and try to not let it happen. So then Trump hits up Texas so he could federalize their National Guard and send them to Portland. Because there's nothing that Trump loves more than a good escalation. It wasn't already bad enough to be taking over states' National Guards and using them against their own state. And when that didn't work out, he escalated to using the National Guards of neighboring states to invade other states. And when that looked like it wasn't going to work out, now he wants to use the National Guard from red states all the way on the other side of the country to invade blue states. That's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. But the reason I say he's getting hammer-fisted in the federal courts is because a judge blocked all of that. Well, not just any judge. It was the same judge that blocked the federalization of the Oregon National Guard. She held a hearing about it this morning, and thanks to the reporting of Kyle Cheney, we know what went down in that hearing. At one point, she said, how could bringing in federalized National Guard from California not be a direct contravention of the TRO I entered yesterday? Isn't this just circumventing my order? Which, yeah. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to circumvent your order. But at the end of the hearing, she granted the motion from Oregon and California to block the new call-up of National Guard troops from California. She even made sure to point out that this new call-up of troops is a direct contravention of her original order, which to the average person should be like super obvious, right? That should feel super obvious to you. Of course, if a judge says you have no legal basis to send the military into an American city, and then you think you're being slick by saying, well, I won't send Oregon's National Guard in, I'm just going to send California or Texas's National Guard in. Like, you know what you're doing. You're violating a court order on purpose. And even Trump's army of MAGA meat riders are going to have a really rough time defending how this somehow wasn't a contravention of a court order. Like it obviously was. But yeah, man, it's just really nice to see the federal courts stepping up. Not that they haven't been. They've been doing a really solid job. The federal courts, right? And state courts. Basically every court except for the Supreme Court. The courts have mostly been doing a really good job of standing up to Trump's bullshit this administration. I can appreciate it a lot.